every single day, 365 days a year. We try and go on right around 10 o'clock Eastern time. We're about 15 minutes late today. It happens, but it's going to be a quick show today. Of course, following this show, we have our premium YouTube. I figured out how to go live. I just haven't figured out how to go live that you guys can see it, but I think I might be able to do it by this afternoon at the latest. I definitely got it to work yesterday, but none of you guys saw it. So to me, that means that you guys can't see it, so it doesn't help as much. But we'll figure it out. I'm so close. And we will get it. But I'm glad that hundreds of people are enjoying our new premium YouTube channel. Of course, our best bets are always at our premium area at the website. And we're going to talk about the premium YouTube in between sports today. So we've got a lot to talk about. And like I said, not a ton of time to talk about it. So we're going to bring in the guys and get it going. Brian, Chris, Rod, good morning.
Morning.
All right, we're going to get rolling with the games, but we're also going to talk in between about the premium YouTube. And, you know, we're a few days in, so now we could give our take as to what we think it is and where we think it's going. Because with everything that we've ever done here at Sports Chat Place and at Pick Dogs, it's always a work in progress, and this is the same thing. So, you know, I've had good things and bad things to say about it. You guys haven't really had a chance to say much, but I have some other observations about it and some other ideas about it, and we're going to talk about those. And, you know, when I throw out ideas and our audience hears them, that's where some of the best ideas come from. So, anyways, Brian, we've got NBA. We got 7 games today. Pretty solid card. I really like today's card for NBA. We got the Pacers and the Bulls, the Wiz and the Rockets, the Knicks and the Hawks in the early games. Any of those three do it for you?
I'm not wild about all the money I see in the Houston Rockets, but, you know, they've lost 5 in a row, and the Wizards, I think, are on a back-to-back coming off a win against Boston. So I'll take a chance here and lay the 1 point with the Rockets. And I like the Chicago Bulls plus the points at the Pacers. The Bulls, I believe, are 11-8 against the spread this year. Definitely have a winning record, and they've been profitable for me in spots. I'm going to take the Bulls plus the points at the Pacers.
How about you, Chris?
I'm going to take the Bulls and the points on the road as well. You know, 8-3 against the number on the road this season. Only 3-7 against the number in the last 10, but I still think this is a good spot against a Pacers team that's still trying to find some consistency. So I'll take the Bulls and the points, and I'll take the over 217.5 in the Knicks and Atlanta Hawks matchup. I just think that, you know what, the Hawks, their defensive efforts have slipped since, you know, the start of the season, and the Knicks, while they're still leading the league in defense, and I think they're still gonna give up some points to a pretty good Hawks offense tonight. So I'll take the over in that matchup.
Rod?
For me, Wizards actually look pretty good for a change. I think the Wizards can win back-to-back. I'll take the Wizards over the Rockets. Just haven't looked so good. Injuries have bit them in the butt. I'll take the Wizards in that one. The Bulls and the Pacers, I like over. Both teams scoring enough. We get over that 226. And the over is 4-0 the last 4 meetings between these two teams. And I'm with you guys. I like the Knicks. The Knicks play solid defense. And the Hawks have just been going the other way. So give me the Knicks plus the points at home here.
I like the Rockets here against the Wizards. I know the Wizards played their hearts out yesterday against the Celtics. Got the win. I had them with the points in the video, but I think back-to-back wins for the Washington Wizards is a pipe dream. They have to win. I mean, the audacity that they're favored in an NBA basketball game is just off the charts as far as I'm concerned. I'm somewhat offended by that. The line is flip-flopped now, where the Wizards are now the dog, and that makes a lot more sense because they got 7 wins all season. They've only won 3 times at home all season outright. Meanwhile, the Rockets, I know they're missing Wood, which is huge, and I know they're missing Oladipo here. I don't care. They're still better than I still like their chances better than the Wizards winning back-to-back games. That is just ridiculous. I also like the over in that Knicks-Hawks game. I just think that the Knicks, number one defense in the NBA, but the Hawks are going to score, and the Hawks defense is in full regression mode. They've gone from the 10th ranked defense to the 18th ranked defense in a week. They are in big trouble. It's the same old Atlanta Hawks that we've seen for the past few years. We got the Sixers traveling to Utah to take on the Jazz. This line is on the move, 6.5 now to 8. Got the Warriors against the Cavaliers. Did not show up last night. Got the Clippers against the Heat. We know how much the Clips love the back-to-back. And they've played well on back-to-backs so far in the recent games. But that was when Paul George was healthy, too. They haven't played one since he hasn't been. Kawhi did not play last night. I do not know if he's playing today. With the line drop, I'm going to guess he isn't. And we got the Kings, who are in full regression mode as well. The Kings run hot and cold, and they are running cold. Brian, any of these four?
Yeah, I really like the Miami Heat tonight. If you can get on that as quick as possible and grab that 3.5, I would do it. There's no reason why they can't steal one here from the Clippers. I think looks like Kawhi, both guys, the big two, are going to sit for the Clippers. At least that's what the line's looking like. Public's loving up on Los Angeles as usual. I'll take Miami to finally get a road win here and take the points for safety.
Rod?
Yeah.
Chris.
I'm gonna take the Heat as well. It does. Paul George looks like he's out for sure, and it looks like Kawhi's questionable, and that's probably good enough for me. So I'll take Miami at full strength to keep this one close, if not win it outright. And I like the over 240.5 with Brooklyn and Sacramento. There's two teams that don't play much defense that can score points in bunches, and I'd hop on that number quickly before it goes too far further, but I like the over in that spot.
Yeah, I like the Heat today. I think they upset and beat the Clippers outright. Give me the Heat on the money line. I'm with you. I like the Nets and the Kings to be in a track meet in that one. Take the over. It just keeps going up. I see it at 242 now. I'll still take it over 242. We easily get over that.
I like the Warriors against the Cavaliers. I don't love it, but I like it enough. I could see the Cavs scoring that backdoor cover basket late because the Warriors do give those up. But I don't know. The Cavs are just reeling. I had some faith in them yesterday, and you know what list they get on? They get on my hot diggity
dog shit list.
Pretty much. That's where they have landed. Looks like the Cavs have stepped in it, as Biller used to say.
Stepped in it? They look like they're rolling in it.
Yeah. I could see the over in that next Nets-Kings game too, but it's that 240.5. It's getting a little nosebleed for me. So just watching out for that one. I'd also watch that line in the Jazz-Sixers game. It's starting to edge up a little bit. So we're going to go to college hoops, but I do want to talk about the premium packages. What do you have for sale today, Brian?
Now I got my Monday night money shot. Best 3 plays on the board. You're going to get 1 NHL, 1 college basketball, and 1 NBA. 3 plays, $40 at pickdogs.com, premium pick section.
How about you, Chris?
For me, it's a small card. We were still able to put out a multi-sport Monday 5-pack. You have 3 my favorite plays from the NHL, my favorite play in the NBA, and my favorite play in college basketball. All 5 of those plays for $30 over at the website. Even on a small card, I'm absolutely loving those plays tonight. So hop on those, put some cash in your pocket to start the week.
And for me, I've got Kickstart the Week 5-pack. Loving today's NBA action. So much I got 4 NBA best bets in there and 1 NHL best bet. And grab this 5-pack over at the Pick Dogs premium website.
I have a 5-pack for today as well. I left out a bunch of picks yesterday. I'm still bitter about that Cincinnati game against UCF. I had the under and the guy, 2.1 seconds left. It's at 134. They inbound the pass. He comes down the court, and the guy throws a one-hand side armor into the hoop to put it at 137 and go 1 point over my total right at the buzzer. It's ridiculous. It was ridiculous. It was just the dagger. Plus the 2 games that I added in the morning after I'd put my night picks in, both lost. And so it's just all the formulas, all the things I said I was not going to do, I did. And I took a 2-in-1 day and made it a 2-in-3 day. But today I'm going to bounce back. I'm heating up. There's no doubt about it. I had Michigan the easy winner, and I also had Maryland, which I also loved. Those were the 2 that I really liked. But anyways, I wanted to talk real quickly about, speaking of Michigan and some of these other games, I wanted to talk quickly about the premium YouTube channel and I want to thank everybody for the outpouring of support that we've gotten in just a few days of having the premium YouTube channel. It's been, you guys have really, backed the product, and I like that. And it's not just people that have bought premium picks in the past. I can see everyone that's signed up for it and the people that haven't. Not just by your comments and the green around you and all that other stuff, but I can see there's YouTube lists everybody. So I can see it in the back who the members are. And I appreciate all of the support from everybody out there. I want to say, though, that it is a work in progress, and there are a lot of things that I like about it, and there's a lot of things that I think I don't like about it. And, we're going to have to figure out some solutions about it, and, maybe you guys can help us with that. So, because a lot of our best ideas come from you guys, because without you guys, we're talking to ourselves, and there's only so long I could talk to these guys. But, we have, so here to me, the pro, okay? The number one pro about it is that it gives a chance for the low dollar bettor and the parlay player, even the low dollar bettor, more importantly, the person that bets $5 a game or $10 a game. It gives them something that buying the pick or supporting us or whatever your reasoning is for purchasing the premium, it's not going to affect your betting and bet amounts. 25 cents a pick, if that has an effect on your bankroll, well, then sports betting isn't for you. Really, it is that, inexpensive, and I'm not going to call anybody a cheapskate or anything like that, but I am going to say, if you can't afford 25 cents a pick and it's something that you want, then sports betting is not for you. Sports betting is not like, I don't believe in the, oh man, I'm going to lose my house, I need a 14 parlay. I don't believe in that. That's not the sports betting that I do. Mine is long term, and you're going to have some bad days, you're going to have some bad runs, and you're going to have to maximize it, and you're going to want to limit your losses on those, and you're going to want to maximize your big runs. I mean, that's really what it's all about. It's kind of like I talked about pressing at the blackjack table yesterday. It's similar to that, except, you're not playing cards. You have a lot more information to work with. And that's why people like sports betting over slot machines or, poker or something like that, that while there is some luck and there is some chance involved, at the same time, at least you can make a more educated decision as to doing it. But, I think having a product at $30 and the $50 one is the layup. That's you get the extra picks, you get the late information, and to be honest, my late picks have been a lot better than my early picks. But the things that I don't like about it are that number one is sometimes these guys give out other picks, and I'm squarely on the other side. I'm clearly on the side, and I give out picks that they are clearly on the other side of. So I don't like it that that our picks are grouped together and it's a representation of my picks, especially when they lose. And
just because I give out a play on Wisconsin doesn't mean that you like Wisconsin.
Right. It doesn't mean that I like Wisconsin, but I get grouped into that because I gave out Michigan as a premium pick in mine, and Brian gave out Wisconsin. We've had the same thing.
You said squarely that you were right about squarely.
No, whatever. I mean, I was squarely, and you know what? When they paid me out my $8,000 on that, you know what they did?
Square tokens.
You know what they didn't say? Wow, that was a square bet. I didn't say that at all. He said, here's some rectangular cashish, is what they said.
Whatever. You guys won with Michigan.
I mean, Rod the other night had the Bucks. I had the other side of that one, you know? And it's like I've given out picks that I know people are on the other side too. So the idea is that it's a sampling. They're given out as a group, but they're not like group picks. We're not like giving a group opinion on those picks. And it's like I think we need to make that a lot clearer, and it's something that I'm going to have to say at the beginning of each video just to make it clear, you know, that these picks are up by the individual. These are not decided as a group, and they may not agree with some of our other premium picks. I believe Chris had Michigan too yesterday. You know, so
I had Michigan.
Yeah, we all had Michigan except for Brian, and Brian is the one that gave out Wisconsin on the premium. You know,
Well, that was my favorite play of the whole day yesterday. Honestly,
you know,
I mean, I lost
the pick that I gave out on the late. The another plus is like, so Oregon State, I really liked it, and I wanted to give that. I should have given that as a premium pick. It was one that that I had in my premium picks, and I didn't give it out. I ended up putting a different game in there, and I lost on it. You know, I gave out Penn State for some reason instead of Oregon State. I switched it, and I gave out Oregon State on the premium show, and it hit. You know, that's one of the good things, that I'm able to give an extra pick in the late, you know, because I knew I'd come to my senses by the time we had done the show and saying, man, I can't believe I gave out Penn State instead of Oregon State. Anyways, so that's some of the things. Brian, do you have anything else you want to add there?
Oh, I just think it's a tremendous value because, I mean, yeah, my Wisconsin
the value's
play
still
lost,
there.
But that was my best play on the board yesterday, and you would have had to spend, you know, $30 on it just to get the site. And you get, you know, that's a whole month worth of, you know, and it's a good value. That's why it's another tool in your tool belt. I have sites that I go to that I pay money for to get information from, and you know, it's just like Spread Knowledge is a good tool. You know, that's a good tool also.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's and I always think that premium picks, especially, and that's why I recommend the longer term packages where the picks are less expensive. When people email me and say, "Which package should I get?" I always recommend the longer term packages because that way you're not so locked in and obligated if you don't feel comfortable with the pick that you've purchased. This way, it's like you have a number of different picks, and it's like if you don't feel like playing one, it's not a big deal. But it's like if you're paying $60 for a pick or $30 for a pick, well, you're pretty much locked in. That's what you're going to play. Chris, how about you? Anything you want to add?
I mean, it's stuff I'm probably just going to echo from what you guys are saying, but I mean, I love that it's just the value, and I love the fact that it is a tool that, you know, you can use. I wish I had something like this when I first started capping and when I first started, you know, sports betting. I wish I had something like this, but again, yeah, it's like it's a tool. It's you know, it's not to discourage you from maybe if you have another capper that you like that's maybe not on the morning show. Well, you can still get the package from them and just have us as a you know, side piece. Like, you know, it's just like
it's also like if you like the picks that we're giving on the show as each capper, then you can go get our package and get all of our picks, you know? It's like, exactly. If you see there's one of us you like more than the other, here's the type of stuff that you're going to get from us. Yeah. And it's like, you know, you can always get my complete month, all my picks, you know, or all Chris's picks, or all Rod's picks, or all Brian's picks.
Yeah.
I think that's the idea. That's the general idea of it, but I don't know. It's, you know, I just want people to understand that we don't like sit around and we all say, "Oh man, I really like get my ass kicked taking Wisconsin today." It's like, you know, because that's not the case. I would never have taken Wisconsin yesterday.
We wouldn't be even having this conversation if Wisconsin would have won. You guys would be quiet.
No. Rod took the Bucks the other day. I was on the other side of it. It was the same thing.
I took Bucks.
Yep.
They got their ass kicked.
Yeah, and I've given out a few losers on our premium as well. So it's like, you know, if you guys are on the other side of them, that's fine too, you know. But it's like we don't sit around like Rod doesn't take. Rod takes the Bucks. I don't sit there and say, "Hey, I have a premium pick on the other side of that," you know. And you give out the Badgers, and I don't say I have a premium pick on the other side of that. which I did in both cases.
There was one the first day that I didn't know you had a premium pick. I was totally on the other side, and it hit. It's like it happens both ways.
It happens both ways. It happens both ways. It happens both ways. Exactly. It happens both ways. And that's all. I don't think we make that clear enough, and I think we need to make that clear enough. In when we do each video, it needs to be part of each video.
Yeah, just so people know that it's like just
But
because it's not a group. We're not doing a group consensus of the picks.
I will tell you what. I will tell you what. For $30 and the $50 especially one, there is no better value in premium handicapping anywhere on the internet. I mean, there's nowhere. I'm not on other sites. I'm only on Sports Chat and Pick Dogs. But trust me, if I call covers tomorrow, they would welcome me aboard. As much, even though I trashed their guys, they would take me tomorrow. Any of the other sites, they would take me tomorrow. No problem. There's only one site that wouldn't take.
Except for one.
Yeah, except for one. I'm not legally not allowed to say what that is. But they would. Anyways, Rod, anything else you want to add? Chris sucked up pretty good there. It's gonna be tough to top that.
I never suck up.
It's a good add to your arsenal and in your sports betting arsenal because
at the price, you can't beat that price.
That price, you can't beat it.
You can't beat the price.
Picks for less than 2 bits a pick, and
and you can see all of our premium picks that we've played at the premium because we document all of our picks, and you could see if I'm on the other side and what I thought about it going in, as well. Maybe we'll try some. Maybe and I do believe the pricing. To be honest with you guys, I do believe it's too low. And that's if I have anything else to say, I believe the pricing is too low. And
see, I usually say that.
I know, but I'm saying it because it is too low. My original premium package when I first started it at Sports Chat Place when it was just me, my first one I ever did, because people told me, to start a premium area where I put my best bets, and I didn't want to do it. Same exact thing. I didn't want to do it. $28.99. That's what I used to charge. All of my picks for a month. $28.99. That was 2008. And when I shut down that premium area, there was still at least 15 people that were still paying $28.99, and other people were paying $2.89. It's like, they were paying $28.99 still. I grandfathered everybody in on every price increase. But if you have trouble finding the YouTube, I could post the link in the comments and in the description, something that we haven't done so far. The two things I want to add are also to the site are the Sportsbook sign-up bonuses that I get every week. I'm going to add a section to the site for that because that is something with it going to more states. I want everyone to be hammering, get those bonuses. All the different books gave us all our own codes too. They're all like Pick Dogs and Mitch, and they're all really cool. Yeah, really cool codes. They were all like, I was like, hey, can we get our own codes? They're like 2 seconds. They were like, yeah, hell yeah. No problem. And they didn't even say no problem. They just sent the codes. They were all like Pick Dogs, Mitch. They were all like cool ones. Anyways, let's get to college hoops. Really light, crappy schedule today. We could pretty much just go over the whole board here.
Beyond crappy.
Basically,
this is the worst board of the year. Probably.
It's the worst board of the year, but it's a typical Monday. These are Monday boards. Brian, you see anything here in college hoops that you like?
I hate to go against my blue hose of Presbyterian, but I kind of like USC upstate at a pick'em. Line opened up. Presbyterian laying 2.5. Now it's Presbyterian getting about 1.5 here. I just see some of the big guys going in on USC upstate, and I'm going to follow them along there. And also, I like Hampton plus the points against Longwood. Hampton coming off a win over the Blue Hose. I think they carry the momentum on to Longwood and maybe win outright, but definitely take the points.
Chris, do you know this person?
I went against the Blue Hose. I know.
Is that it for the whole college basketball slate for you?
That's all I really. That's all. Well, I of course the main game, but that's in the premium section. Oh.
Brian, you make me sick. How could you jump off of the Blue Hose just like that? You've been on top of the Blue Hose all this time, and after Valentine's Day, you just jump off a Blue Hose just like them.
Just like that.
For shame.
One hose, two hose, red hope, blue.
I'm with you. I like Hampton in the points as well. Just side by side, there's nothing about those numbers that say that this should be a 6 or even if now the line's dropped to 4, even a 4-point game. This is a pick 'em in its best case. So I'll take Hampton in the points, and I also like the under in that game. I think that's a game where the first to 60 could win that game. So give me a Hampton the points. I lean towards Eastern Kentucky, laying the points against Tennessee Tech. If Eastern Kentucky can't cover that number, then I think they're in trouble. They've stumbled, but a lot of that came against the better teams in the OVC, and if Eastern Kentucky wants to be a legitimate threat, they've got to cover numbers like this. So I'll take Eastern Kentucky laying the points there. And I'm going to lean towards Florida State laying the 1.5 against Virginia. I think Florida State, they can shoot the 3 better, which is going to be the key for breaking up this Virginia defense, and they've got size to attack the paint for Virginia. So I lean towards Florida State in that one. And those are the 3 that I like for this schedule today.
Rod?
For me, I like New Orleans, the Privateers at home, getting 10.5. Give me the plus 10.5 there. They played earlier, and Stephen F. Austin won by 11. That was at home. Now they're on the road. New Orleans is 4-0 ATS at home this year. So I think they keep that game closer. I don't know if they win it outright, but they definitely keep it closer than the 10.5. So give me the Privateers plus the 10.5. And I like the Blue Hose. Give me the Blue Hose here today. I'm not going to be scared away from the line movement. I'm going to go against the big guys. You can sit with the big guys over there. I don't let the big guys get burnt today. Give me the Blue Hose. Beat up on South Carolina Upstate. And I like Washington. Give me Washington with all them points at Washington State. I think Washington State wins it, but not by that many. I think it's a 3-4-point game in the battle of the Washingtons. And I like Virginia. They've been playing. Their defense has come to play. This is going to be a tight battle. I think this comes down to last bucket for sure. But give me Virginia. I think they get the win at the end.
Oh, there's a Ruffalo type thing going on there. It's like 6 games, but Rod's got 14 picks. Pretty amazing.
I was telling Rod yesterday. I said I love how everything negative is now associated with me. Take a pass. Oh, you're pulling a Chris.
Yeah, you're pulling
giving out too many picks. You're pulling a Chris.
You know what that means?
Yeah.
You know what that means? That you've left yourself open to that. You've done something that's left yourself open to that. That's like me. People say I'm a name caller. I've left myself open to that.
You take a pass one day and you're branded for life.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I call name. I'm a name caller. I am branded for life.
Well, yeah, Chris got that new tattoo. He just didn't show anybody. It says "Pass for Life."
PFL. Down with PFL.
Oh yeah. Apparently my tattoo would be like puff puff pass or something like that.
I like Stephen F. Austin against New Orleans. I just like Stephen F. I know they've been terrible against the number this year. Not quite the same Stephen F. we've seen in the past. I still say, they beat Duke last year, and it wasn't a fluke whatsoever, man.
Well, they're going to win this game.
I like Tennessee Tech. I gave out Eastern Kentucky earlier, but I think I like Tennessee Tech. I don't love this. It's like this is the worst college basketball slate of the year. It's just terrible. And with President's Day, they could have gone the whole an all day of games. Instead,
why wouldn't the Big Ten and Pac-12 have some games today? Makes no sense.
I don't know, Brian. Why don't you get on the horn with them? See,
No,
Pac-10, I love you guys. You couldn't put Nebraska on a back-to-back. It's like, no, they're playing tomorrow. It's like, everyone's got to get their Nebraska games in. How about Hampton against Longwood? Do anything for you?
I said Hampton. Loved Hampton.
I like Hampton, too.
I like Hampton.
I love Hampton.
That one.
Hampton Beach, Virginia. You haven't been arrested in Hampton Beach yet. You haven't lived. How many of you have been arrested at Hampton Beach? It's like I don't know anyone.
I've never been arrested yet, so I don't know.
I don't know anyone that's ever been to Hampton Beach and hasn't been arrested.
You missed out on all the fun of not being arrested. Nothing like sleeping on a concrete floor. Oh,
I was at a Grateful Dead show in Hampton Beach where it was like the wall got pushed down or something around the stage. I don't know. It might have been on something.
Oh, no. Too many people. Yeah.
That was crazy. And the thing is, like, the Dead crowd is like the mellowest crowd. I mean, everybody's on acid. It's like everyone's stoned. Everyone's smoking pot on that. Everyone's smoking pot on acid. It's like, yes, tough crowd. All right, I think I actually have one game that I really like in college hoops. Now looking at the board, and I'll probably give that out as my early premium pick today.
Yeah.
Unless someone else has
my early premium will be the Florida State and Virginia game.
Nice.
There you go.
Mine's not that game.
Oh, I'll be on the drive-thru tonight giving out a hockey pick, so make sure you tune in.
Speaking of hockey, nice transition there, Brian. We're going to go to the hockey segment. Chris Ruffalo is going to take the mic here, and that's not it.
I was waiting for Mitch. Like, how do you follow up the worst college basketball card of the year? Now let's go to hockey.
It's a solid hockey card.
It is.
Boy, I really don't have the transitions. I got this so wrong. I'm just going to move the names. Well, there, I can switch the cameras. So it's Brian, Chris, Rod. There you go. All right. Take her away, gentlemen.
A nice 10-game slate today. So we'll go to the start the 4 o'clock game, St. Louis, Arizona. At 7 o'clock, we got the Islanders in Buffalo, Ottawa at Toronto, Columbus at Carolina, and Florida at Tampa Bay. Find any of those first 5 games?
I'm going to take another runny with the Coyotes here, plus money against the Blues. Blues got me in overtime last time out, but I think the Coyotes could take this one on a back-to-back spot. And Sabres coming back from a COVID break, getting tons of plus money here. I know they could show a lot of rust. I think they'll get the win over Islanders, who are heavily publicly supported in this game.
Ron?
For me, I like the under in the Buffalo and the Islanders game. Two teams that they're not scoring their play. Buffalo's going to come out slow. Their offense is going to struggle to score. Islanders, the way they play defense, I like the under in that one. And I like the under in Ottawa and Toronto. Ottawa's 1-8 to the under this year. The Leafs are 4-5 to the over, so they're going to go under as well. I see this battle of Ontario, always tight checking. They like to beat each other up. It's like the Battle of Alberta. So give me the under 6.5 in that one. I see like a 3-2, 4-2 win there. And Columbus and Carolina, give me another under there. Another two teams that aren't scoring a whole lot of goals, that they really hate each other, and they're definitely gonna beat each other up there. And the last one, Florida and Tampa. I like the over in that one again. Both these teams' offenses are pouring goals in at a high output, so I think we get over the number in that one again. Give me the over, Florida and Tampa.
Yeah, for me, I'm gonna stick with the under in the Buffalo and the Islanders matchup. I just think it's a lower scoring game than that total's going to lead on. Buffalo coming off the COVID break, like you said, and the Islanders just play a tough physical style of hockey. So, I like the over there. I like the over, or sorry, I like the under in that one. I like the under in the Columbus Carolina matchup. So again, two teams play physical hockey. I just don't see it getting over 5.5. I see it being a game where maybe we get to 5 goals. So give me the under in that one, and give me the over in the Florida Tampa Bay matchup. You see that one getting to 8 goals, if not more. So give me the over there. We're going to the second half of the schedule at 7:30. You got Chicago at Detroit, 8 o'clock Nashville at Dallas, 9 o'clock Winnipeg at Edmonton, and then the late games Calgary at Vancouver and Anaheim at San Jose. Brian, any of those 5?
Oilers are pretty fresh coming into this game against the Jets. They've got off a few days. Oilers, I think, have won 3 straight games. I'm going to lay the juice with them to continue that against Winnipeg tonight, and then I'm going to take a shot with the Vancouver Canucks over the Flames. Flames have burnt me a couple times this year. I think the Canucks can get it done again and win another game at home against Calgary.
Ron?
For me, in this spot, the original 6 battle. I think that there goes under the total. Goals are going to be tough to come by, as these teams are going to play a physical style and beat each other up pretty good. So give me the under 5.5 on that one. I like Nashville. Both teams, Nashville and Dallas, have been struggling lately. But I'm not laying minus 170 with Dallas. I'll take the nice plus 150 with Nashville there to get the win in the Lone Star there and beat Dallas. I'm going to go the other way. I like the Jets. The Jets are 8-3 in the last 11 in Edmonton. And I just trust the Jets a little more. Their offense is rolling a little more. So give me the Jets over the Oilers. And I believe in the video I did take Calgary, but I'm going to take Vancouver. The world has jumped all over Calgary in this one. It's figuring a bounce back. But the Canucks, 12-5 on the next game after a team they just played to score 2 goals or less in the previous game. So I think if the Canucks get another win here, Calgary didn't look so good last game. I'm going to take the Canucks. Give me the little Canuck dance.
The mayor of Calgary is down on the Flames lately.
For me here, I'm going to take Dallas in regulation, and I'm not laying minus 170 either. But I think that Stars can win this game in regulation time. I'll get the price down to close to even money. The Predators just can't win on the road no matter where they go. So take Dallas in regulation there. And with Rod, I like the Jets as well. I just think that there's just a ton of value on the Jets, and I'm still going to stick with Calgary. I'm not laying a cent on this Vancouver Canucks team until they figure out their issues in goal consistently. I always like to say a blind squirrel's going to get a nut every once in a while, and I think Vancouver got theirs last time out. I think Calgary bounces back here, takes advantage of some shoddy goaltending for the Canucks, and gets a bounce back win here. And that's all for the hockey.
Well, that was fun while it lasted. Chris, you got a parlay for everyone?
Yeah, I do. We're going to go across the board on this one. I'm going to take the under in the New York Islanders Buffalo Sabres matchup. We're going to take Hampton plus the points, and we are going to take the Chicago Bulls plus the points.
Rod?
For me, we're going to take Washington plus 7.5, Virginia plus the points, and the Privateers plus the points. 3-team college hoops. Hockey, we're going to go money line parlay. We're going to go Jets money line, Canucks money line, Ducks money line. Parlay those 3 up. Love those 3 today.
Ryan?
Yeah, I'm going to go Hampton plus the points, the Chicago Bulls plus the points, and finish it up with the Miami Heat plus the points.
I'm gonna go Hampton as well with you guys, but I'm gonna put them with the Chattanooga Mocs. Stop mocking me, Ruffalo. And I'll put that with the Golden State Warriors, who are playing the Cavaliers, who forget about it. Anyways, have a great day, everyone. Those of you with the premium will be back in just a couple minutes. Don't know if I can get it to work live, but the afternoon I should be able to do it. Hopefully, if not, tomorrow for sure. But we'll at least have those premium picks for you. And I'll tell you what, I really like mine today. So at least my early one. We'll have to see what the late one is. And we've got major line movement here in the NBA. I'm going to guess Kawhi Leonard is out at this point.
Out.
But I will see you guys in just a few minutes. And once again, we thank you for all the support that you guys have given us and continue to give us. And we're going to try and act more professional tomorrow.